The Reserve Bank of India, or the RBI, has cut the repo rate by 50 basis points to 5.5% in its June monetary policy review. This marks the third consecutive rate cut in 2025 and is aimed at boosting economic growth while inflation remains under control. Let's look at this report.
India's central bank, the Reserve Bank of India, has cut the repo rate 3 times so far this year, reducing it by a total of 100 basis points from 6.5% in February to 5.5% in June. The RBI also lowered its inflation projection for fiscal 2025-26 to 3.7%, citing moderating trends of food prices and global commodities.
The MPC decided to reduce, which is widely expected, the policy repo rate under the liquidity adjustment facility by 50 basis points to 5.5%. This is with immediate effect. Consequently, the standing deposit facility rate, which is the STF rate, shall stand adjusted to 5.25%. And the marginal standing facility MSF rate and the bank rate shall stand adjusted to 5.75%.
The RBI kept the repo rate unchanged throughout 2024 as the central bank maintained a tight monetary policy to keep the inflation under check. Retail inflation has moderated to 3.2%, well below the RBI's 4% target, largely due to falling food prices. The central bank also plans to encourage borrowing and investments to achieve the GDP growth target, projected at 6.5% for the fiscal year. Alongside the rate cut, the RBI has reduced the cash reserve ratio, or CRR, by 100 basis points as well, injecting about 2.5 lakh crore rupees into the banking system.
Real GDP growth rate for this year 25-26 is projected at 6.5%. We continue with our earlier forecast, with Q1 at 6.5, Q2 at 6.7, Q3 at 6.6, and Q4 at 6.3%.
The RBI now has changed its stance from accommodative to neutral, signaling a more balanced approach to the monetary policy. The central bank's move indicates strong macroeconomic fundamentals of India and signals the monetary policy is flexible to meet the economy's growth targets. The rate cuts are also expected to lower fresh borrowing costs, benefiting home, auto, and business loan borrowers, and are expected to reduce EMIs on existing floating loans. The deposit rates are also expected to decline. The June 2025 Monetary Policy Committee decision focuses on growth support, inflation control, and liquidity management aimed at elevating India's economic standing on the global stage. Bureau Report, DD India.